Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Let's set a tone.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat, 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift. Let's go.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gun.
Newton to throw. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Ready? Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith, Jr. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
That's it. Katie. Right there. 54 miles. 6 man. Check girls. 20. Go.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He's got Smith here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd and 11 at the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
It's set, but ain't. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Green 80. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check 99. Check 90. 12. Switch it.
Running from the shotgun with Dre. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So that'll back him up 5.
53, Mike. I'm here all day.
The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Now Newton on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Off play action. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Third and long, it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On second and 12, Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Slot, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on first down, Newton is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They run. Abdullah. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This stadium once registered as the loudest. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. From the 22, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
That should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Touch 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, 2 hands still works.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Newton on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shoot. Touchdown, Vikings! Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drives.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready, set. 155. Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Wilson going to throw again. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep him. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Mike, let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, Abdullah. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.